Ferrari.
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 I'm sorry, my French friends.
The other blue color, you're using Safari.
No me gusta.
And the other blue color, we are America and we are conquering the world. And the other blue color,
Yes.
we're German, let's make it harsh. Something too... So hey guys, it's Petrol. Once again, we're in the studio of Paleta Podcast, but tonight we've decided a little to switch our, traditional ways we talk with you. I decided to invite one of my friends and to summarize all of our communications and all our ideas and thoughts about the upcoming 2026 liveries and how the cars look, how the grid looks, what do we feel, what do we think about that. And to help me with this, I invited my native Ukrainian friend who is actually an old McLaren fan and in addition is like a fond of car design. Yeah, you told me you're fond of a car design.
You
in
can say
general.
automotive design.
Automotive design. Oh, I like this one. Yeah. Anyway, so to sum up all of the liveries and all of the view for this Formula One season, I decided to have like two thoughts at the same time. Actually, thanks for your comments because it all started with like a small communication in one of the videos that was regarding Williams, that it's better to have a proper thoughts, like combining several thoughts. So right here tonight, we'll try to think about that, to talk about what we have in Formula One in upcoming year. And so like, thank you for being my guest. Thank you for coming. Let's kick this ball and get it rolling. So before we start, just let me a little introduce you. So you're a McLaren fan, yeah?
Yes,
Just
it's true.
How did it start?
I think this is a little bit more than 20 years.
More than 20 years. So like, what made you like join and support McLaren team?
Because I have interested the story of the road car, the creating road car. It's a McLaren F1, as you know, and um, it has interesting story of creating of design, and I have interested how it's created, and step by step I forward to Formula One team, and
But
and that
if you're talking about McLaren F1 car, I guess it's more than 20 years. Because my story started like 25 years ago, and I can say you that's already in 2000s. We are in year 2026.
maybe you're right, but when I started observe Formula One, this is maybe 25, 27 years, something like that.
Más o menos how we say here.
Yes.
Okay. Cool. So it will give us more understanding and more vibes, like if we're talking about who is present here. Me, personally, I am a Toyota fan, as I've been talking in previous videos. We have our supporter from back in that days. So, Mitro, let's start from the general idea. How do you look at the grids this year? What I want to make an emphasis of, I started watching Formula One in 2002, and I do remember it as the most bright and, I would say, differentiated season. So we had various colors, like all the colors of the rainbow. Of course, we had Ferrari. Of course, we had McLaren. That was actually silver arrows that time. We had the blue Williams, the navy one. And of course, we had the red Jordan, the orange arrows, the team from Great Britain back and then, the green Jaguar, and etc., etc., etc. Teams like Lucky Strike Bar Honda and the perfect Renault with black and blue color that any Ukrainian can like today. How do you feel about this grid? Does it like bring something vibrant, something vivid to you? Do you enjoy looking at these cars when we see them and testing? What do you feel when you look at the cars?
That really makes me happy about 2026 peloton. It's that teams are finally moving away from the mate trend.
Mm-hmm.
Um, is glossy really back? Maybe yes, maybe not. Or it's just studio photos? I don't know.
Renders,
But
yeah.
glossy, I really like it.
Cool. Okay, so what I offer you today is that we take the whole grid, go randomly from one team to another. So I used McLaren sponsor Gemini. I used all the teams. I asked him to randomize them. Then I also made it same in ChatGPT, so we have the fully randomized grid. So we can start from not from the order they were like showing us the cars, not from the order like we feel for ourselves. So let's try to make it one by one, expressing what do we feel about that, and I guess we can find some differences in our views, how we think when we think about cars, and maybe you can add something from the design perspective, what you are thinking about them. And to begin with, what we had on our roulette that came first is Scuderia Ferrari HP. Or I don't know how Italians should pronounce Hewlett Packard HP.
I think this enough when you say Ferrari.
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 Ferrari. We need to work on the pronunciation. So Ferrari had a big boom on the internet when everyone was talking about this blue logo on a red car. Like we had CMO of Revolut speaking on a press conference of their partnership with Audi. We had the chief marketing officer talking about red car. They were talking about Ferrari during their collaboration with Audi. So, while at the same time, people like hated this livery. They said that it's like a too big, too many Hewlett Packard logos, too many attention to them, and how can you place blue on a red car? So, what can you say? Do you like blue on a red car? Does it feel usually like shivering, or is it totally fine for you for this year?
I'm not. No me gusta como. But it's very recognizable for people. The red Ferrari, as usual, but more bright and in this year.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that CEO of Revolut speaks about livery another team, this is a very good marketing, very good for team.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
So it's already a victory for like a marketing department of Ferrari. I was actually what I was talking in a video about the livery, about my reactions. So maybe like some people do not like this design, but maybe that was the idea for people not like to like this design, but make them talk about it. So what can you say in general about this white part of Ferrari, the white big airbox? Do you like it? Does it like make you nervous or maybe not?
I can say that I don't like it.
Okay.
I'm the same conservative person like other Ferrari fans,
Mm-hmm.
but I am not Ferrari fan. Actually, too many white color for this branding, but this is very good design decision for Ferrari marketing team because people say about it, people repost. I read many threads about this theme. It's very popular theme.
Yeah.
People like it or people doesn't like it. Doesn't really matter.
So in general, yeah, this makes delivery work, but at the same time, so you dislike it. Yeah, can I do I properly understand? So you do not like the way it looks.
Not.
Okay. So for me, yeah, I also like will make an emphasis. I do not personally like the big amount of the whites when you look on the car from the front, because like from a side view, it looks like fine for me. I have like some nostalgic views from Niki Lauda ways and maybe something from that, but the front view from my opinion, doesn't look really good because it is a big white spot on the side of a driver's helmet. It doesn't matter if it's Hamilton helmet or Charles Leclerc helmet, so it doesn't really look good. But yeah, I totally agree with you for the marketing idea. This one is really cool. So let me make a full stop here. I want to say, so we'll play this game. So we'll talk step by step about each team, and in the end, we'll give them our points. So I didn't invent anything new. I used just like a simple 5-star system. So
It's
like
okay.
so like we'll in the end of any discussion. So like we'll have an opinion about each of them, and each of us will give this amount of stars, and then I'll sum them up, and we'll have like the beauty contest that was mentioned, the Ford versus Ferrari movie. We'll try to make a beauty contest for any livery that we already seen in Formula One today. Okay, moving on. And the next team that came in my randomizer was the TGR Tiger. Yeah, I'm talking about the sponsor of Haas F1 team, Toyota Gazoo Racing, and joining the grid once again with their name. And let me start like first from here, because for me it is like a bright hope that someday my favorite team will once again come back. I don't know how you feel like right now, because like it's a new season starting for you, being a McLaren fan, and like already knowing that they've got the championship, the Constructors' Cup. So maybe you feel some relief. But for me, it's like something unknown. I have something, like from the different categories. They're winning in rally, they're winning in WEC and Le Mans, Dakar, whatever. But I've never experienced even the victory in Formula One. And this announcement, it made me like a little goosebumps. So I cannot be like totally, giving the clear idea about this livery, because like it gives me some nostalgic ways of remembering my times I was looking at my favorite team, and in some way it opens up into the new Haas. So can I ask you, how do you like this new white Haas? Does it like bring you some memories, or maybe it just feels like something new for you?
In my opinion, they did a great job. As we know, that to make a white car look cool, usually you should to repaint it. But Haas, they did it.
Mm-hmm.
Especially, and I'm very happy to see that Halo kept white,
Yeah.
not red.
Yeah.
This adds the style, and I'm really like it. The car looks very strong and very fast. I'm hope that it should be fast.
Well, we'll see. We have Ferrari engines once again, and let's hope this team can bring something like some redemption since Günther Steiner era, and maybe these new collaborations with Toyota and Ferrari at the same time, maybe they'll give us something new, some new spirit, something, I don't know, that brings some always middle place team to a little tops, especially having some cool drivers like Oliver Behrman, who is potentially moving to Ferrari. But yeah, if we once again move back to delivery, this one for me, it also looks really cool, really simple. I love the red airbox. So the one they have right now, it really looks good in comparison to Mercedes. Like Mercedes also had a cool emphasis in the past when they had this red airbox over the driver's head. But right now, when Haas has a monopoly on this airbox, we would not like have problems distinction. So this one having the red airbox and maybe having problem by distinct this team. So for me, it's totally good. It looks solid, complete, and fine. I'm really happy to have this TGR Tiger back row, yeah, back on the grid. And well, I really hope that this team looks, team races as it looks.
I agree. Totally agree with you.
Okay, let's move on. So we have team number 3. Actually, we forgot in Ukrainian version of our podcast, but let's not forget it. This in the English version. So we have BWT Alpine F1 team, having a solid blue compared with the pink livery. What do you feel about having so bright and vibrant car on a grid?
I absolutely love this combination now. The pink is absolutely beautiful.
Mhm.
The car looks very stylish. Very, very good combination. This is my personal high of top.
Wow, really?
Yes, yes. Alpine in this year very stylish.
Alpine.
Sorry.
If we're talking about Ferrari, we also need to talk about Alpine. Yeah,
Alpine.
Alpine. Yeah, it's a French pronunciation. They took.
I'm sorry, my French friends.
We'll do our best into learning French names. That's interesting. That's why I'm happy that I invited you, because from my perspective, I simply do not feel anything from this livery. So I was talking that Alpine and Renault, they're partially losing their soul, or maybe totally. That their transformation from Renault to Alpine, it doesn't benefit them in their way. So they do not bring anything to the brand. And yes, they brought like the old French blue color to the grid, but I I do not feel the soul from like merging highly commercial pink BWT that's like really aggressive into promoting their cars. You can see like from the past, like we had the pink Force India, pink Racing Bulls. Oh my god, Racing Point. Yeah, that's
Racing Point.
yeah, that's cool to have a F1 team called Racing something, Racing Bulls.
Racing what?
Yeah, Racing Point, Racing Bulls. Yeah, then they had the pink ones with Aston Martin, the pink parts, and now they're aggressively adding it to the livery of Alpine. In design part, I can agree, it looks good, but for me, somehow, I don't know, they're losing something. They're losing some part of their soul inside of that car.
If you mean they're losing the engine as a soul, you are right.
That's a good take.
Yes.
That's actually a good take. Yeah, that's
Suddenly, yes.
yeah. And let's like think about it, but maybe they're also actually losing like a team. Maybe like it's a part that they soon they're gonna sell this team. I don't know. Like, okay, we're not talking about liveries at this moment. We're like thinking about like maybe talking about some shenanigans and some rumors. But at this point, like losing the whole department of making soul in the engine, yeah, it feels a little bad for me. So I can agree, it's like a good livery, but personally for me, this one doesn't work from like the emotions type. Okay, thank you for this one. So let's move on to the upcoming. We're coming with the most American team, the most Americanized team on our grid. It's a Cadillac Formula One team with Sergio Perez and Valtteri Bottas arriving for them.
Ooh.
Yeah. Well, I tried to make some emphasis on that because like you've seen how many they influenced money, put money into marketing and try to say that we're here, we're back. They have the part-time show in the Super Bowl. Oh my God, we are Europeans. We're too bad in European in
Yes, you
American
know.
in American sports. Yeah, did you actually watch it at night? No,
No.
Or- no, me too. The biggest problem for Super Bowl, as for European, I do not understand the rules.
At the night, I prefer to sleep.
Well, it differs in sometimes for me, but unfortunately, I don't know. I have many friends who like American football, but for me, it's like the biggest venue of that day is like to watch the halftime show in the morning.
Nice
That was,
point.
well, that was actually cool. But in addition to Bad Bunny, we also had this new Cadillac livery, this split into two parts. So, what do you feel about it? What do you have in your thoughts about this design?
When I first saw it, I had a really flashback. If you write a Mika on the side of this car, I'm back in my childhood
Uh-huh.
with the legendary McLaren M440,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
something like that. But visually, this gradient transition make car looks some asymmetrical for me,
Asymmetrical.
asymmetrical,
Mm-hmm.
and that bothers me. I don't like this decision.
Mm-hmm.
And what do you think?
Well, I feel, like diverse ideas. So like as they're parted, as they split the car in two parts, I have like good and bad points about it. So yeah, I also did remember this silver McLaren because it was one of maybe the greatest memories of McLaren liveries for me, personally for me. But at the same time, I did not feel it working again. So this is the other part. As if we were talking about Alpine, that livery is not working for me because it is like it is not already working because like it stopped working for me. This one is like a rookie, is a new one. I do not, as a European, I do not know much about American racing series. I do not follow, like for their championships. I know that they did have this livery gradient, but all I was following from the past, it was the Daytona when Fernando Alonso was taking part there was Kamui Kobayashi, and I was like expecting to have a black Cadillac with like some blue Konica sponsorship that also actually appears a Konica sponsorship. I didn't know that before like I saw this team. So what I was expecting and what like I saw in the end, they was totally different, and I'm not like disappointed, but at the same time I'm not like fully satisfied because like it's not typical Formula One livery. In some polls, people rate it too high, but for me, it doesn't work at the moment. I do not feel the winning soul. I do not feel like the American spirit. I don't have any like everyone was expecting. So it's going to be, as we were discussing with you. So it was supposed to be golden, like
Yes.
some Trump office, having some eagle, like having something too, like enormous, something big, showing that we are America and we are conquering the world. Maybe it's not the time for them to do that because they're not still, uh, like certain how they can perform. But it was it wasn't like feeling for me that it's like an American team entering Formula One. Maybe it's all because of Donald Trump and like everything he is saying online. But this entrance is something I don't know. I cannot fully feel American team into that car. So that's why I do not I do not feel the soul, and I do not know do I like this livery or not. So my thoughts are a little partially split.
I agree with you. I really expected more something gold. Maybe this is my personal bias.
You agree with me?
Yes.
But at the same moment, if we need to see something gold, we need to look at the white
Something
in
yes,
the White
something
House.
like
Yeah,
that.
some Trump interview in the White House. Okay, okay. Moving on, and right now, next team is from the other part of the world. We're moving back to United Kingdom, and this one is Atlassian Williams Formula One team. Coming into the blue color and the other blue color and the other blue color and the other blue color. What do you think about the new Williams livery with this amount of different shades of blue?
Maybe shades of blue. This is like a sweater. you know. And at the Williams in this year has these wheels. This is a
Yeah.
problem for me. These wheels look like buttons on the sweater. You know, very strange decision. It looks childish. You know, maybe the sponsor was very bossy.
Which one of them?
I don't remember.
All of them.
Maybe
All-
one, but most bossy of others.
Well, you can see.
Some gambling or
Yeah,
game.
that's
This
the
is a
roulette.
gambling.
That's a roulette. There's actually a roulette drawn on the wheel.
Yes, yes.
So
I think
I don't know. I'm not really good with gambling. Actually, uh, actually, I do not like the color, as you said. It's
yes, some violet on.
yeah, purple, violet.
Okay, we have some grade of the blue, another blue, another blue, another blue, and
partially
voila,
light blue.
violet.
Yes,
For what?
yes.
I don't like this decision. Sorry.
I totally agree with you. I actually had a conversation in comments in previous video about Williams, and well, that's what a follower told me that in a contrast, so like they like this purple. So that's actually that conversation was, and gave me an idea to invite you and to talk because like I wanted to get several opinions, like on the same car. So actually, thank you for commenting. You see, we are working on everything you say, and so that's why I have Mitro together with me today. But at the same point, you can see that we have like the same thoughts about this car. That it's too it's too risky to put it. It doesn't look there for me. It doesn't look on the proper place when we have these wheels. And in addition, we also have the other pink one. We have Kraken sponsorship on the front wing. They also have written it in purple. So don't bother watching that. If you do not like it, please do not go there. I mean, it was the first livery I did not like from the first watch, for the first glance. But later, when we had testing and all teams rolled out, I gave Williams more credit. It distincts, it's different among all of them. This bright blue, it works, and from some points, that it also reminded me of the Benetton cars back into the 90s.
90s, yes.
Yes, from some points, like it works, but from a nostalgic way, in a good point. So my thoughts that were recorded back on the video when I first saw this car, they are different from what I actually saw on the track later in there. So we can also like discuss that the differences between the renders and deliveries in the real life.
Yes, I think we should to separate our expectation because the cars should be can be another and on the artificial lightning and studio lightning and the night races um, on the air during the day and during, for example, the rain. But this is not very a good point because we can't see nothing in the rain.
Well, yeah, that's actually what I waited because for a little Bahrain test to pass, so like we can have a clear pictures of the cars and like look at them into the real life. So cool. Thanks. Moving on. Okay, so at this moment, I need to take a break and I need to remember you that we are filming in a beautiful Palette podcast studio here in Valencia. So if you're interested into making podcasts like this, enjoying some of these papaya studios like here, so hit description for more details and guys will give you the best services you can find on Iberia and maybe in all Western Europe. Commercial time. Let's move on. Okay.
Let's go.
Yeah, we have the next team coming from United Kingdom. And right here, it's a long name. 7-time world champion, could not remember. It's Mercedes AMG Petronas F1 team, bringing their new contender into the new livery. What do you think about this?
In my opinion, Mercedes has the coolest one in this year.
Really?
Yes, really. It should be boring in major situation because there is almost no paint, but it looks very high tech, like a high tech sneaker.
It is.
Yes, and reminds me of AMG. Yes, it's very good design idea. I think this is a very
Neat.
powerful silhouette, very strong
Mm-hmm.
and aggressive. But I know you probably have another opinion about Mercedes livery.
Yes, I was talking exactly about the same things you're talking right now, but for me, I do not like think about them in this way. I also see this sneaker, these Adidas Bostons. I was like talking to guys from the marathon and all the runners all the Adidas guys who are like using this manufacturer and buying their goods. They all like everyone using Adidas needs to have the sweatshirt, shorts, like anything should like compare be like of the same brand.
Full set.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, it's not like I do running. Like I do have Nikes. I have some Under Armour underwear. Like and yes, and in the end they were giving us. Oh my god, I don't remember. Anyway, I don't feel bad, like in using different types of the manufacturers. And at the same point, yes, it totally reminded me of the sneaker. And why do I don't like the sneaker on a Mercedes car? I was talking about that more precisely and more broad on my video about Mercedes. Let me just tell that I feel about Mercedes from from a status car. So I want it to be more stylish in a way of not aggressive, but like more classy. So if you look at Mercedes, I personally prefer the old designs that were before the COVID era. We had 2019 that had the silver arrow nose coming back into the black part with giant letters of Lewis Hamilton or Valtteri Bottas, the white letters. They actually had the other ones with red and blue. And this livery maybe was one of my most favorite. And of course, jumping into the Black Lives Matter, the black one. So it was also cool. It was like something intimidating. You understood that it's a threat. You understood that this one could attack. This one, it looks really like a sporty, like like a little more looking even for suitable for George Russell and Kimi Antonelli, so the young blood, let's say like this. But I do not feel like the status of Mercedes. I can feel this IMG power that is actually as a DNA of this design, but I do not really like to see that on a Mercedes. That's why it can be a good design, but for me, it doesn't work like on what I was expecting from Mercedes. Something like that.
Got your point.
Thanks. Anyway, as I was saying, as I will say, if Mercedes are holding their horses, do not pushing their horses. If they're holding their horses and they really will dominate, it doesn't matter what color your car that is winning.
Yes, correct.
So, yeah. Okay, let's thank you for this point. If we're talking about something glossy, let's talk about the next car that was presented the first this year in Detroit, and it's Oracle Red Bull Racing car. Tell me your thoughts.
Yes, the blue color, the blue accent finally looks cool. It's very deep and nice shade, but in my opinion. But the sponsor logos are terrible. Just as bad as the racing bulls. Sorry, but I really like strange font of the driver's number.
Really?
Yes, very very strange, but this is plus for me.
I can.
It
Why?
it doesn't match this font
Yes.
for others, but I really like this decision. It's very strange, but it's work for me.
Okay.
Yes.
So you like the diversity, like into having a bad number,
Yes.
but you dislike the bad sponsors.
Yes, correct. Too many sponsor on the front side,
Mm-hmm.
on the front wheel, and this driver's number is very good looks with this house. Charles.
At least we can only thank them for making use of that place and putting a driver number there. As actually I was looking at the race Instagram, they were saying actually a good thought, a good point, that placing a driver's number on a side will would make it easier to depict which car is driving. Even for the petrol heads like us, that we know that, for example, you need to look here, understand which color is camera, or at least at the helmet of a driver. But placing numbers, it really helps the fans, especially a bunch of new fans who are coming right here that find it hard to depict, who is driving and who is at the wheel of this car. So I can only give plus for that, but that number was like something crazy for me. I don't know. Maybe I was still asleep at night. I don't know, but that's what I remember, and I really disliked. But I do love this Ford tint, this Ford blue they use into this collaboration with engines. It really works as a new era because, as you were saying, that we are dropping the matte and we are going into the glossy colors. So I don't know, maybe we're gonna have more night races if we have something like something shining like this. But at the same point, I do love how they integrated this Ford collaboration into this new color, except for their new merch. It looks too American to me.
What's the problem with new merch?
It looks too American in a way that it doesn't look like Red Bull. It looks like an American racing team somewhere, like some Ford Raptor, like taking part in Dakar Rally or some. So it looks like a Ford merch. It doesn't look like the Red Bull merch. Maybe because I got used to that mate, Max Verstappen, using these t-shirts in his wedding and his baby shower, wherever he's using them. I don't know. But this light blue, we need to get used to that. Once again, if this car wins, so we'll take a credit to any color it has.
Oh no, please another time.
Okay. So much over.
It's enough.
Well,
Sorry.
well, you shouldn't complain. You have your the best year for the Papaya team. But moving on to the next team, we're not having still Papaya. We have another team from United Kingdom, and it's Aston Martin Aramco F1 team.
As for me, Aston Martin still green, but nothing new for me. Maybe you can say more because
It's green.
Okay. Okay.
It's green, maybe even very green.
Too much green.
No, not too much. They have the new.
It's enough green. Yes, it's a good characteristic. Enough green.
Enough green, and maybe I got really tired, of this constant new liveries, every week having a new livery, new livery, new livery. And in the end, when we had Aston Martin, they also had problems with the broadcast, and somehow it got all scattered in front of my eyes. I just said, okay, it's green, that's fine. So I've invented a new category, for liking something or not. So I can like something, I can dislike something, but something just simply exists. So I would puts Aston Martin exactly into this category. It just simply exists. It has Lance Stroll, it has Lawrence Stroll money, it has Fernando Alonso.
And
We have Honda coming, and oh my god, I don't know how it turns up for Fernando Alonso. I think I need to make a video, like about all the problems he had in Honda McLaren periods. You can relate to that. You do remember that period. I don't know how you survived that. Thanks God, McLaren. Like on that point, you can feel happy right now at the moment. But unfortunately, yeah, Aston Martin this year, it just like simply exists. Nothing bad, nothing good. So just it's fine. We have a green.
But what about presentation and broken broadcast? Aston Martin, message me, I will fix it.
Nice one. Okay, McLaren fanboy. So next one in our randomizer comes your favorite McLaren Mastercard Formula One team, the champions, the constructor champions, and it's really papaya champions. What can you say about the new livery? Did it change?
Nothing special, but it works as usual.
Mm-hmm.
It's McLaren maybe known that what works don't need to change. But I like that McLaren changed the Chrome logo to Gemini.
Uh-huh.
I think this is little point, but I see it. I saw it. It looks fresh for me, but these toy wheels, chrome wheels, a bit boring now.
What browser are you using? You are not a big fan of
Safari.
Safari. You're using Safari. Oh my
Yes,
god.
for my personal using, I using Safari.
Oh my god.
But for work, I use Chrome because it's
You are that
very great dev tools. This is my favorite work tool.
you are that person we are testing like each page. I don't know. You know. Okay, like so, let's make some developers jokes. Like everyone like testing like each website we're doing and each like program we're launching. The last browser everyone wants to test on is Safari. If it launches and if it works, like we keep it like alive. But oh my god, this is the man who is using Safari.
Yes, I am here. I am exists.
No worries, no offense.
So maybe this is their style. Honestly, I think it's very, very difficult to design the livery with so many sponsors.
Indeed.
McLaren makes a great job with this and have a lot of experience to manage too many sponsors. But this is cool. Looks great.
Well, I cannot lie. When we were looking at the livery reveal, when we were talking to you, I also said that I liked it. I like the black nose that depicts the car out of, like Red Bull has the yellow nose. I like this black nose of McLaren, and I do not feel bad about it. Like many people wrote on the internet and saying that this car is like the same. So like I do not like it. No, this one actually works. As you said, it's like a safe livery. It's like
Yes,
safe to use it.
absolutely.
Maybe I would like to have more papaya color, but it is a championship style team. There's no sense in changing anything. So like we got used to that. So we keep it in our eye. Maybe at some point I would like maybe to have some driver numbers there. But at this point, I do enjoy it, even though it has some weird, like green airbox or the blue sponsors on the side. Still, it's not so diverse like we had it on Williams' car. So at least it doesn't get into your eye at the first moment that when you see this McLaren livery.
But I have a question. Can recognize this car on the uh, once you see? You
Of course,
understand
of
this
course,
is McLaren. This
course.
works
Of course.
at the same point like in Ferrari. You can understand This is Ferrari.
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 Yes, it works. Maybe this is a really safety livery, but it works.
Yeah, I feel fine with that. I do not feel any offenses. Actually, when we will count our likes in the end, I would like to use the guys from BoxBoxd. They made a library contest. We'll just compare what we decided and what decided people. Like a little spoiler, McLaren is not on the top tier for the crowd who are voting.
I can understand it.
So let's compare the future. We have two more teams coming, and the next one is Audi Revolut F1 team with Nico Hülkenberg and Gabriel Bartoletto. So the chrome, or it's like a shiny silver. What do you think about this contender from Audi?
I just love this orange accent.
Yeah.
Really. I still can't remember that what this color mix reminds me of, but for the new team it looks very unique.
It is unique.
Yes.
It is
yes.
unique. Especially they have this sharp division into the front part of the car, and like so they do not like have any angled sides. So like they made it just like 90 degrees. We're
Yes.
German. Let's make it harsh. Let's
Yeah,
split our car in
harsh
two.
between legacy and future, as I
Yeah.
can see.
That's what you are talking about, the legacy. I like that Audi is putting their eye on their Silver Arrows legacy, because when they were Auto Union before like the World War II, when they used to be contenders with Mercedes, so like it was a rivalry between these two teams, and to my mind that this is why Mercedes, they are bringing the Silver Arrows back, so they could easily make another black car that looks good. And no worries, they have the steel Petronas. It's different on the grid, but they made a silver arrow nose. So in future, if Audi is successful and they're making their own engines,
Or
not-
when?
sorry,
Or when? When
when
Audi will be successful?
oh. I do not get it. Anyway, if Audi would be successful and with their engines, with their German-based team, it can be a cool internal livery in Germany into Formula One. And I do really love that they are bringing this historical rivalry back, saying that we are also a silver arrow. So I do also like this livery. I don't say it's like something top for me. I like, for example, I do not know where the Revolut is there. Can you show me CMO of Revolut? Can you show me where your sponsorship was on that car? So the guy said that we're gonna do anything, like to make our car look perfectly good with our sponsor. And what if they made the most like design view gray on the gray? I mean, the
As-
great
I
great
don't
color,
think so.
gray color on a gray color, the great sponsor on a gray car.
I don't think that is a good idea, but in some situation it can be works.
Probably, maybe in situation when you are talking about Ferrari car on your collaboration interview with Audi. All right, cool. Moving on, we have the final contender, and it's these are Cash App Racing Bulls, the carp as they call them, carbohydrates. Yeah, I know it's a harsh name for a team. What do you think about their livery?
I don't like it.
Okay.
I don't like this mix of cars and how our sponsors are placed in the front part of the car.
Once again.
Yes, the same terrible as in Red Bull car. I once did something similar in the Need for Speed Underground livery editor. It looks about the same.
Well,
Not
probably
really cool.
probably their designer is coming from Need for Speed Underground as well.
Yes.
I can totally agree. I liked this livery at the reveal, but once again, maybe I was too sleepy at that time when they were showing it in Detroit. But when it hit the track, it's a complete disaster. It's like, I don't know. They used a good livery from the previous year that everyone liked.
Yes, I agree with you.
They added this Ford dark blue that's coming more from Mustang, from Shelby. That's cool idea. But how it looks like, it makes me look for a good spots on a car that can make me feel comfortable. I like it. I used to like the airbox of Red Bull with this yellow sun, but now it comes to technical explanations because when I look at this airbox with this,
Absolutely huge.
I don't know the English word for that, excuse me, but it looks terribly from any points we have. And unfortunately, also these white rims, the white wheels, they do not look good. They used to look good, like something new, something cool. We do not have any white wheels this year, but these rims, they in like in addition to what we have on the back part of the car with this dark blue, it simply destroys the whole structure how this car looks. So I simply dislike this livery. I used to like it in the night when they revealed that on the renders or in the photos from the studio, but on the track, oh my god, no! It's maybe one of the worst liveries from this season.
I agree with you. I think um, if you want to see the perfect wheels with white color, you should choose hard.
So what I offer you to do now, as I said, so we use the basic 5-star rating system. Rate it whatever you like. I don't know. I sometimes I rate like 5 stars. I like it, and I have from 1 to 4. It's how much I dislike it. You can rate it like whatever exists is number 3 or whatever you want. So I ask you. Well, let's do it one by one. So I start. You start from one team. Next team is going to be my first rating. Okay.
Okay, let's start.
Okay. So from the beginning of our ratings, we start from Ferrari.
Ferrari, I rate 3.
3. From my perspective, it was 4. I like this car. I cannot say anything bad. And so, like, to me, it's good, especially with working marketing. Okay, next one. Next one is the white car of Haas. And I am the first one to rate. And to anything used in this car, maybe it's not the good, like point to use my nostalgic ways of my favorite team, but this one is number 5.
I agree with you. 5 también.
También. Vamos. Es 5 for Haas. Good. Next team is French Alpine.
Alpine 4.
4.
Yes.
This is actually why I'm happy I invited you, because like we differ into this rating. I rate it as 2 because, as I said, I lack the soul. Still, I do like the design, but unfortunately, it doesn't work with me, so I rate it like that. Okay, the next one is American team. It's Cadillac, and I'm voting first. I give Cadillac 2 as well.
I rate Cadillac as 1.
Okay, that is like what we expected from us. Yeah,
Yes,
unfortunately,
you
it
know
doesn't
why.
work. Yeah, it doesn't work with us. Okay, and the next one is Williams.
Okay, Williams, I rate 2.
2. I had like 2 as well for Williams, but when, as I said, as they hit the track and it's different from the other cars, so I gave them a little higher. So I rate them as 3. So this one is good. Next on our list, and I guess it used to be Mercedes, but I have the Red Bull here. So Mercedes, from my perspective, is 4. Good livery, solid, but I do not like this IMG style.
But I really like this AMG style. I rate Mercedes as 5.
Awesome. Next one, Red Bull.
I rate Red Bull because it's very, very good blue. 3.
Nice. I actually I like Red Bull. I simply give them 5. I like this color. I like this like how it looked. I feel the emotions from Ford. So for me this livery works, and I hope that it works in the future. So I give them 5. Cool. Next one is Aston Martin, and I guess it's my turn to vote first. Aston Martin. What can I put to Aston Martin? I put them 3 for existence.
I put 2.
Existence. Okay. Next one. You're gonna like it. McLaren.
Oh, 4.
4 for me as well. Good livery. Nothing like terribly, but nothing that's shocking me, and nothing getting them more likes.
Because I like these proportions. McLaren make good work.
Well, I cannot agree more. I really do. Okay, Audi. For me, I guess it's 3.
And 4 for me.
Okay. I cannot say this for existence, but I didn't like it. I had different ways with Audi. First time I liked it when they were presenting it like a year before. Then they showed again the same car, and it was like the expectations were lower because like you did like this year ago. What was this livery reveal for? But then I mostly liked it, so I really hope that it works in the future and like gives us more goosebumps when we see this car in the future. And in the end, we have V-Carb.
Suddenly, only 1.
Only one from me as well. This is where we can agree. Okay, just give me a second. So I'm gonna use my table and creating a list with all of them. And I'm gonna compare our list with the guys from BoxBoxd.fun, because I found it really interesting and following how their livery contests progresses. Just let me do some specific mathematical job and combine all our team lists. Okay, so should I start from the end and picking one team from another year? So like take our team and then take what have the guys from the BoxBox.
Okay, let's start.
Okay, you ready? So the last team, the dead last from our rating is V-Carb with 2 points. P11 from BoxBoxd is with 2.5 points and 1,478 ratings. It's McLaren.
Ooh.
Yeah, this is what actually like shocked me as well, because like people for some reason, it's not much people who voted because like it's one of the latest liveries, but yeah, McLaren is the one people did not like. Okay, moving on. The 10th place from our rating is with 3 points is Cadillac. Number 10 from BoxBoxd is with 2.6 points and 2,500 ratings. It's Alpine.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
uh, moving on to our rating. With 5, we have 2 teams with 5, and no, guys actually have different. So, okay, let's pick one by one. P9 in our rating with 5 points is Aston Martin. Guys from BoxBoxd have with 2.6 from 3,000 ratings, 2.6 stars average. It's Audi.
Why?
This one is getting more interesting, yeah. Our rating, P8 with 5 points, we have Williams. And from guys from BoxBoxd, 2.9 from 3,000 ratings, it's Ferrari. Up next, we have 6 points, and it's Alpine. Like pretty solid in the middle. Like
Okay.
yeah. Here, P7 goes with actually also the average points 3.0, but not much votes. It's Aston Martin. Moving on to closer to the front lines. P6 from us. It's with 7 points, and sharing this position, it's Ferrari. P6 from BoxBoxd guys with 3,500 ratings, 3.1 average stars. It's Racing Bulls. The dead last.
Totally missed much.
Yeah, totally different. Okay, P5 from us. It's Audi with 7 points. And P5 from BoxBox, it's 3.6 stars Williams.
Can you rotate the list?
I do. Okay, we're coming to the top. Our top 3, so we have 2 cars on the top 3. We have, with 8 points, we have Red Bull and we have McLaren. Here, it's almost the same. So the 4th place, it's 3.6 stars. It's Mercedes. And the 3rd place with 3.8 stars goes to Haas. We're moving closer to number 1. Our 2nd place with 9 stars from us is Mercedes. The 2nd place from BoxBoxd followers, almost 2,000 ratings with 4.0 stars, goes to Cadillac.
As expected.
People do like something new.
Yes.
People do like something that's different. But we have, on the 1st place in our rating, we have Haas with 10 points. It was like unanimous decision. And with 405,000 ratings, because like it was the first livery to be voted, with 4.3 stars average, goes to Red Bull Racing into BoxBoxd. Yeah, you can check this championship. I actually like their website. Guys, I'm gonna tag you.
Okay, I'll trust you.
No, that's actually what people voted. So like I was like really interested into comparing these ideas.
McLaren, really?
I can say that McLaren and other cars, they have almost like the same places, because like it's 2.5, 2.6. So like, did you vote?
No.
I actually gave McLaren 5 here.
Okay, please share me the link. I will vote a little bit later.
Okay. Right, guys. So like, that's been our ratings. There's been also your ratings. Thanks, guys, from BoxBoxd. I actually enjoyed your idea of having this livery championship. So that was also part of our idea into joining our forces and talking about Formula One livery here together with Metro. Thank you for joining us here. If you like this type of content, please give us a like. Share in your comments your favorite livery. Share in your comments what do you think about these ratings. Share what you actually think is it like worth of that or not? At this point, I'm happy to say that like finally I've did something together with all the team I have here. We finally created a podcast because first of all, this channel was called Petrol F1 Podcast, and finally this thing happened. I also want to make a little like celebration to anyone Ukrainian here. We had Ukrainian driver winning the Formula 4 championship. I want everyone to know about that. Sasha Bondi, congratulations to that guy. I hope you have a really bright future in your future. Anyway, guys, thank you for following. If you're still watching here, I really give you lots of heart and lots of enjoy. Thank you, Dmitro, for joining us. If you like also to talk about Formula One, I would be happy to host you here and talk about something else we have in our lives about Formula One. And always remember what I say in the end. Keep following Formula One. Keep racing.
Thank you.